Hello friends, this is my first video and I would like to start off by asking you guys a very simple question. Have you ever heard of this phrase? You invest in stock market Sure or not, lose money one day. Or isn't it better to keep your money in the bank, invested in the banks? It's more safe what? You can tahan lose money or not. Now, this is a very big topic and today I am here to tell you guys why you should not keep your money in the banks. During this time of the pandemic, where most, if not all, of the governments are printing money and giving it back to the people to spend, there is so much fear in the market to go out these days, and the government today have to nudge the public in terms of spending the money. Now, here's what will happen. In short, the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. So why do I say this? Well, the poor will just take the money and from the government and just spend it immediately or save it in the bank, or worse, not do anything about it. Well, while the rich with financial education, they will know how to invest in the stock market or mutual funds, ETFs, bonds, etc. The best thing you can do here is investing your money in the stock market, followed by mutual fund, followed by ETFs, followed by banks. And the worst thing you can do with your money here is spend it or leave it in the bank. Now, here are two graphs that prove why you should keep your money invested, especially in the stock market, especially during this time. Here, what you see is your $1 today could buy you 30 packs of Hershey's chocolate bar in the 1900s. In short, the value of your $1 today is worth less than the value of your $1 in 100 years ago. This phenomenon is known as the inflation rate. Imagine going to a supermarket today and buying a bottle of Coke. That bottle of Coke used to be 1 ringgit, right? But today, that bottle of Coke is 2 ringgit and 50 cents. So why is this so? This is because of inflation. The price of goods, raw materials, transportation, oil, and etc. will increase, and that will cause the price of the bottle to go up. Coke is not your angel manufacturer, just to let you know. They will absorb all of these costs, so they will transfer this cost to someone else, and that cost is likely to be transferred to consumers like you and me. That's why you see the price of Coke going up over the years. Now, if you don't see the price of Coke going up, here's what they are doing. They are very clever. Now, do you remember the cans that were known as the fat cans? Coke 350 ml fat cans. Now, what you see in the market is the 330 ml thin cans. Now, if you go into Shopee today, you will already see what is known as a mini can, and that's 180 ml. This is another way of how Coke manages the inflation rate. They convince you to consume in smaller portions, but the price per liter for Coke is increasing, meaning to say that you are paying more for every milliliters of Coke. And Coke knows this because of inflation. They pass the cost to consumers, people like you and me, and that's why you see the price of Coke remain the same, but the literage is going down and down and down. So how do you protect your purchasing power of Coca-Colas every year? And how does this all relate to the stock market? Remember this, your money is getting lesser if you don't invest in the stock market today, which means your purchasing power of Coke will decline over the years. If you invest your money of 1,000 ringgit in the S&P 500 in 2010, that actual amount is worth 3,587 ringgit after 10 years. If you invested in a bank, that actual amount is worth 1,330 in 2020 after 10 years. Now tell me honestly, which one do you want to invest? You will obviously want to get that S&P 500 returns, right? Now, this is your actual. Now remember, we were talking about inflation rate. Your gains in the stock market, ETFs, bonds should be more than the inflation rate. In economics, this is known as the real interest rate, where interest rate minus inflation rate. Here's a graph, the minus of inflation rate in 2010 money. Now, saving in the banks for 10 years would only give you a return of 10.8%. Meaning to say, $1,000 you invest in 2010, you will get 1,108 ringgit in 2020. That's only a 108 ringgit returns in 2010 money. While if you invest in the S&P 500, you would have tripled your investment after 10 years. So here's my first video. Is basically to just tell you guys that investing in the stock market is not scary. And our parents used to tell us that you shouldn't invest. We were brought up that way because maybe they have lost some money during the stock market and advise us not to go into it. So the stock market also provides us with better returns as compared to the banks, and the worst thing you can do today is not do anything about the money that you have saved. So in my next video, I will show you guys how to pick, choose and invest in the stock market to beat the inflation rate and make your money grow. Please subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them.